We're live.
Oh, hi.
Welcome. Welcome, everyone.
I was sitting here choking myself.
We got Saboteur.
We do.
The television gamer, Casey. Blake Snow.
Blake.
Junebug.
Hello, Junebug.
PJ's here.
PJ.
Kurt Bradshaw.
Kurt.
Pierre. What's going on?
Hello, Pierre. Pierre Gallo.
There you go. There's everybody.
Everybody. Except for that daggum Pete. Where's he?
Yeah, where's Pete?
Slacker.
I think Pete said he's had enough of us.
Well, I've had enough of me. And I don't get weekends off.
I'm just gonna leave this here until he shows up.
Why not? We got plenty of room here on the sides. Yeah, don't get poked by the chair. Does it say anything on the back of his chair? Can you read it?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. You sure about that? No, you're right. Are we hiding now? When he comes on, we'll be like, nobody's here. We are crafty.
We're tricky.
We are tricky. So Jeff and I were just talking about, I was so excited because I was reminded when I turned on my Switch that, and I thought it was going to be happening sooner, but evidently in 2024, that's when Luigi's Mansion 2 is coming out on the Switch. And Jeff said they just need to remaster the first one too and put it out there. Then we'd have all three out there.
I know, that'd be awesome.
All the three.
Well, I beat the first and the third one, and they were both fantastic. I never finished the second one, so I'm not even going to bother until.
Well, at least you know what you're doing in 2024.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother until that one comes out, so that'll be fun.
Good. It's good to have a plan. Good to have a plan.
That's what I'm doing in 2024. And Luigi's Mansion 2.
That's it. That and the show, and feeding the dog, and going to work, and whatever. Otherwise, though, Jeff, I sent a note out to Jeff and the guys about the Atari Gamestation Pro, and because I was looking on Amazon, then they have the 2600 Plus, which is not what I want. So I was talking to them about it, and I'm like, wait a minute, is that what this is or what? And they're like, no.
I don't know where you can pre-order the other one. I have no idea. Amazon had it briefly a couple months ago, and then they took it down.
GameStop has it. So there's other places out there that have the pre-order going on, but it's got over 200 games. Is that right, Jeff? Not 200 games, but it's over 200 games.
Yeah,
right?
A lot of those are some third-party stuff. They're not.
I miss so.
I think a lot of is it Pico Interactive stuff. So it's not all Atari games.
Okay, all right.
And I think it's a decent amount. Hey, so I think it's a decent amount of. So I was watching somebody. I think it was Mad Little Pixel. He was all pissed off about it.
Well, that's why they're mad.
That's right.
It says
but it looks great because it's got an SD card slot. And John from Gen X Grown Up, a friend of the show who was on here, he did a big video on it. Everyone should go watch that. It's a review of it. And he put some ROMs on the SD card, popped it in, and they played.
Shoot.
And it wasn't just Atari 2652, 7800 and arcade games.
Yeah.
He did, I think, Genesis and SNES or
What?
NES. And the reason why that works is those bonus games that have nothing to do with Atari, they're from different systems.
Oh.
So they must have an emulator in there.
Wow.
But as of now, those games those games don't support like the controller stuff because like for paddle games,
okay,
say Kaboom's not on there, but you can add Kaboom. But on the normal games for paddle games, you can go in there and you can adjust the what do you call it, sensitivity of the paddle.
Sure.
3 different sensitivities.
Wow.
But on games that are not the games you add afterwards, don't take advantage of that, at least not yet.
Okay.
So we'll see.
All right.
It looks great. I mean, just having 2600 and 52 and 7800.
And, yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of wondering if my my Retron 77 might be obsolete if
well, and that's what, Pete was like,
them.
that kind of kicks the 2600 plus out the door.
Hold on, Pete's here.
Oh, shoot.
I made a promise. There we go. All right. Now Pete's here in chat. He doesn't need to be on the show, too.
Makes him like he's like Phil Collins back in the 80s. He's like, people were getting sick of me.
Pete, thanks for not showing up an hour late.
He just shows up with "Go Game Gone" already typed out.
Pete's gonna get that put on a T-shirt and he's gonna wear it next time he's on the show.
Oh, dude, that's it. We need to do that. We need to do that.
But yeah, for $100, I mean, that Atari GameStation Plus, it looks great.
Yeah, it says the titles, just a few of the titles, but here you go. There's the last title mentioned here is our hot button.
Warlords?
Asteroids, Centipede, Pong. There you go. Everybody's looking for Pong. And it's Pong, all caps. Breakout, Missile Command, and before it says and many more, what's it say?
Warlords?
Yes. When we all end up with this system, we are playing some Warlords.
And what's cool is Warlords is on there. Like John on Gen X Grown Up his video, he was showing change the sensitivity. So when you whip your guy around the corner,
you
can adjust it to go really fast or slow down or somewhere in the middle.
Wow.
So that's really cool having that.
Wow.
And he was showing it, and he was saying the paddle worked pretty good.
It's got built-in RGB LED lights.
Yeah, on the controller.
And a game save option.
Yeah, that's what they claim the SD card is for.
Okay.
Additional game saves. Because they're not going to say, and fill it with ROMs.
just like back in the day when they sold machines you could make CDs on. You're like, wait, I can make my own CDs? Yes, but don't do that because that's illegal.
But here's the thing, the 2600 Plus does not have an SD card.
Nor does it have LED lights.
Eep, where have you been?
Eep's here.
Eep is back.
Eep.
But the GameStation Pro did not have an SD card or a paddle on the controller when it first was shown off either. They went back and they changed a bunch of stuff, and that was 2 things. And they kept it the same price, which is interesting because it was originally $100 and it's still $100.
I was wondering where everyone was. I was on the Facebook Live.
Yeah, I guess it'd be nice if I sent this out on Twitter.
You mean Twitter?
X.
Been making hearts grow fonder with my absence. Maybe that's what I was feeling in my heart today. Fonder feelings for Eep. So I'm excited about that.
And then the 2600 Plus, I believe, comes out in November, which is really weird.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know why they have 2 different systems coming out within a month of each other.
don't know. But yeah, the Gamestation Pro ships out on the 31st of October.
Well, I don't know. I've read different things. I read that it came out on the 21st, or it's coming out on the 21st. And then I read it's coming out before the 31st, but you'll have it on the 31st.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on. A lot of different things there.
Yeah, you can go to GameStop. That's where I found it. It wasn't on Amazon. And that's what confused me. I'm like, I don't understand all these systems. I'm like, whew. Because the tough thing is you can go out there and order one of these systems, and like I was talking to my student about it today, who loves games and is into all the retro games. And one of their newest acquisitions and titles to play was DuckTales for the NES, and I mentioned it to them today, and they were like, "Oh yeah, the 2600 plus." I'm like, "No, I'm talking about a different one." In fact, the GameStation Pro that goes and does more is 100, and right now on Amazon, the 2600 plus is 125. So, ooh, Panda.
Going to Panda Yum.
Yum.
I don't think we have a Panda Yum here.
No. Or are you just saying Panda? Is it called Panda Yum? Or are you talking about?
I'm guessing it's Panda Yum.
Yeah. It seems like sometimes Amazon pre-orders pop up a few days. Yeah,
they do. Although Amazon, I don't know why they put it up for pre-order a couple months ago. It's very strange.
That is weird.
And I don't know why they took it down.
I think I'm going to go buy and I might go buy and get one tomorrow. Put in for it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Ooh, a little orange chicken.
Panda. So is it just called Panda, or is it Panda Express?
Yeah, I mean, what you got going there, Casey? What you talking about, Casey? I'm guessing it's Panda Express. That's what I'm thinking too, PJ. So even Kurt, see, we're all unanimously.
I think it started in. Yes, but we just call it Panda.
And we just say Panda. Going to Panda. Sup at the Panda.
Why don't you say let's go take the Express?
Oh,
he just answered that. Look. Wait a minute. Where was it? Oh, here. We never say Express.
We never say Express.
I think you should.
You're like, well, is that Holiday Inn? Is that
when you say we, you talking about your family or people in the area?
Or pandas?
I've never heard anyone here refer to it as Panda.
All pandas refer to it as Panda. It's just the way it is.
We were talking before. I've got that Mario up there on that shelf next to Secret of Mana.
Yeah.
But if you look really closely, just go straight down. You see the robot Pac-Man. Go down one further. There's a bigger Mario, but he's lurking in the shadows. Look at him. Oh boy, he's gonna come after us. Hey, Jerome, what's going on?
Just like I want to watch that movie again. I haven't seen it in years. Magic, remember that?
Mm-mm.
No, where the guy it was what was his name? Odin. Anthony Hopkins. Hannibal. He was a ventriloquist. And why can't I say her name?
Anne Margaret?
Yeah, Anne Margaret was in it.
Thanks, PJ.
And she was the love interest. And
I thought you were going to say the mannequin.
Okay, I was about ready to say something. I will not finish. I will not say that. I started watching that Elvira movie that came out. Elvira, I don't know what it was called, the haunted whatever. And I mean, that's just what's out there on YouTube. And they're on a stagecoach ride to this castle, and there starts to be a bunch of bumping, and the guy just grabs her by the boobs. I'm like, I hope they were dating at the time or something.
Salvatore thinks Magic is on Tubi.
Really? I wonder what it's.
Gosh, if it's anything old, it's usually on Tubi or Pluto, one of the two.
Yeah, and I was just talking about today on Hammer Away. I was just talking about some old television and movies and stuff. There's one that I found that's on YouTube called Gargoyles. Does anybody remember that one?
That sounds familiar.
It was cool. It was cool. Scared the crap out of me. But it still kind of holds up. It's not total cringe or anything like that. Just got my copy of Zuvia on the 7800 in the mail. Perfect condition, Jerome says.
Miss So says she remembers a cartoon called Gargoyles.
Yeah, that was awesome too. That's the Disney show. You know, I meant to ask about that. Does anybody know? Did they one of the animated series that Disney put out back then was Gummy Bears? Did they? And I was wondering, did they ever do a game for Gummy Bears? Because that was a good show, and the artwork was amazing. Because it was pure, awesome Disney animation. It was great. Gummy Bears. I have the box set over there. I was watching Godzilla Tokyo SOS.
On Pluto?
Yeah, I was wondering, is that where? Magic? Is that the ventriloquist dummy? Yes. If so, I have it on DVD. Hasn't watched it yet or watched it. Yeah, I'd love to watch that, man. I haven't seen that in years. That was big on HBO when things switched over to the different cable and HBO came out and everything. I just remember the booklets. I used to save the booklets, the HBO books. I wonder if I can still find them. Bouncing here and there and everywhere. Thank you, Michael. That's it exactly.
I love that Beatles song. Oh, wow. A lot of Godzilla movies on YouTube. How about that?
The Gummy Beatles.
Well, between YouTube and Pluto with the Godzilla channel, man, I think we're set.
Yeah. Yeah. Your Godzilla wishes are met.
Plus, there's a new movie coming out in December.
Oh, a new Godzilla?
Gojira. Yep. Gojira. Coming out.
High Adventure. That's beyond compare. Man, he's all over it. Yeah, I love that show. Loved it. So also on the show today, I was talking about watching Michael J. Fox movies. I have a 4-pack of movies, and I finally watched them all. I bought it because I had The Secret of My Success and The Hard Way.
I've never seen either one of those.
You never seen The Secret of My Success? It's got Supergirl in it.
I've really only seen the Back to the Future trilogy.
No Teen Wolf?
I did watch like half of that.
Well, there you go. You gave it a try.
Yes, December is Godzilla -1, Salvatore.
Ooh.
Hey, JWD.
Magic is on Tubi.
JWD's the hat on this guy says Papa Pete's old ass pierogies.
Pierogies. Gummy Bears. I'm sorry, here. Gummy Bears is probably the first of the Disney afternoon shows. Never heard of any games for that. Okay. Magic is on Tubi. It creeped me out as a kid. Yeah, me too. The original Masters of the Universe is now on Tubi too, with Dolph Lundgren and Frank Langella. I remember that Big Bear was voiced by Lorenzo Music. Yeah, that's right. Yep, that's right. Tummy Gummy. Secret of My Success is a very good movie. Yeah, I like Helen Slater.
Was she in that, or was Pete just throwing that out there? I like
Helen Slater. She's Supergirl.
I don't know who she is. I never saw Supergirl.
She has big blue eyes, like big, massive, big blue eyes.
Lance is here.
Lance. And then I was talking about the
hit the likes.
Some of the songs that are in that movie, like Katrina and the Waves, Walking on Sunshine's in that, and oh yeah, that's in there, and of course, Secret of My Success is Night Ranger.
Fastback, what's going
on? Legend of Billie Jean. Good call. Great Pat Benatar tune in that. I played that on the radio. Invincible was the big hit by her off of that album, that soundtrack. Midnight Madness was early. Midnight Madness. I've never heard of that.
Ooh, lots of great kung fu movies on YouTube at the moment as well. Yeah, those are always fun to watch.
Look at that, Midnight Madness.
I've never even heard of that.
I've never even heard of it. An early Michael J. Fox movie.
Oh, here you go. Lance posted this earlier. On this date in '77, Fonzie jumped a shark on water skis and his powder blue shorts. And did he have his boots on, or did he actually take those off?
No, he had boots. If I remember right.
I can't remember. I've tried to block that from my memory.
At my age, I fear that little paddle dial will cramp my hand after just a few minutes.
It possibly could.
I hear you. JW, you going to be able to catch my show sometime? It's 3:30 on Wednesdays. Is when I go live. I don't know if that's too early for some folks, or I'm hoping it's going to just have that nice little niche spot though, and there's going to be plenty of people in that little spot there, especially in the afternoon. I'm thinking maybe even some people might cheat from work and be watching it. Midnight Madness pinball for the 2600.
Fantastico.
Midnight, I don't even remember that.
Oh, by the way, for everyone watching, next week's movie night, we're doing Star Trek.
Hot dog.
So any Star Trek movies you want to talk about, hop on in and
chat away. You know, that was today actually. I go around to different classrooms during the day, different classes, different classrooms, as a teacher's assistant, or as they call us, paraprofessional. I really don't know what that means. What does paraprofessional mean? I don't show up with a parachute. I don't know. Maybe they see me as two people that are professional, paraprofessionals. But anyway, I showed up today, and one of them, the teacher likes to kick off the class with different things, like, you know, he'll rate things as long as you don't watch Stu's show while driving a forklift.
This isn't Shenmue Saboteur.
Saboteur's like, is that dangerous if I'm doing that right now? I'm like, hey,
Miss
as long as you got it.
It is a separate channel.
Yeah, I'll put the link in here again. I'll pop that in here real quick. So anyway, what was I saying? I don't know. What was I talking about? So anyway, he'll open the class up with a discussion. And today it was all about franchises, movie franchises. And Star Trek franchise was one of those. And it went up against, I'm trying to remember, it went up against something that really, it was apples and oranges. But we also, what else went up? Something went up against Despicable Me. Oh, I think it was Jurassic Park. And he said Jurassic World. I said, you had me until you said that. I watched Jurassic World. I'd let that one go, but everything after that is disgusting.
I like the last one. I didn't like that second one though. That second one was a mess. There's a fourth one coming out soon, right? Next year?
Is there?
I thought I'd heard that.
All right. What was the last one? The last one they did was Dominion, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. I found that for 50 cents at the library. I bought it for Christine. My son had a pair. Yeah. We're good people. Oh, thank you, Pete. There's me girl, Wilma Deering. Yummy. Lovely. Especially the original series, which Jeff has been making his way through. He's enjoying it more than he would Frasier.
Well, we'll see about the new Frasier.
I know, right?
I'm going to see if I can get past 2 episodes. So Pete just sent us like Midnight Magic.
There it is.
But I'm not familiar with it. Pete, look at the controllers.
I know. It's the first thing I noticed. I'm like,
looks like third-party controllers with paddles, but there's big buttons on the side. Did that come with the game, Pete? Or was that? Because that would really be fun to play the pinball game like that.
Who are those guys in the background?
I don't know. Pete's proving that he's watching us.
Is that? Oh, that's us. Thank God there's not something else back there. What if there was another show on? Be like, what the hell? Space Spandex. Yes. It was a favorite thing of mine.
Is that Everlasting Water Drops game you played? What you see yourself returning to? Wait a minute. I was having a hard time remembering the name of this. It's Raindrop Sprinters. That's the name. And we noted last night that it's very similar to Hotel Bunny in television, which sounds terrible at first, but this has way more to it. It's more interesting. Yeah, I'll be playing it again. I mean, it's not a game.
I'll be playing it again.
It's not a game, you're going to put 50 hours into, but if you go JWD, check out my Twitter account. The developer actually posted and sent me and tagged me like four pages of a manual that kind of explains a little bit more of the game, which is cool because the game's kind of a mystery because they don't tell you much.
I have way too much to say about Star Trek. It's the best that I'm not here for it. I didn't hate the last Jurassic Park movie. I didn't like the second one much. Okay. Star Trek Motion Picture versus The Rise of Sky. Well, yeah. Just artwork. Captain Kirk threw a punch in almost every episode, maybe every one.
But the best part about Kirk was the double punch.
Oh,
that, and then the old karate chop.
And it's such a recoil too. He had that boom, and it was back up. Bam.
I liked it no matter where he hit the guy with that karate chop, they always collapsed.
Yeah, I mean that was quick. He was like,
could hit him in the back and they fall down because those karate chops are deadly.
Did you find all the galactic wussies out there? You just whoosh. A lot of fun with Midnight Magic for 2600. I don't know about those controllers. I just use a regular joystick. That's it. It's Hammer Away. 2693 is what it is. Jeff was telling me that it was, there's other things out there with the Hammer Away kind of, moniker thing, whether it's a video or.
But once you get to it and subscribe,
yep,
then you should be able to find it.
That's it. And tell every single one of your family and friends. And tell them to go and do that. I did just hear back from, I wrote a quick note out to Carly Fox from the Rumors, and she said they would be more than happy to come back on the show. So that should be cool. And I should have Chips Enough coming on sometime soon. And lots of others I've been talking to. Should be cool. I'm really, there's just some others that I'm really looking forward to. So thank you. Appreciate it. Are you ever around at 3:30 on a Wednesday afternoon? That's the thing we should ask ourselves too. Sulu chop. What?
Sulu chop.
Do they have a dish called that? Maybe at the Panda? Wait, is it Panda or it's not the Panda? It's just Panda. Could you imagine if you could go to Panda? I keep wanting to say the Panda. Imagine you could go to Panda and order the Sulu chop. Take the Sulu
chop. On Star Trek Season 2, Episode 1 is the debut of Chekhov.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he missed the entire first season.
No.
Matter of fact, Sulu wasn't even on every episode.
Wow.
The two guys that sat there kind of changed quite a bit. Sulu was in a lot, but there was no Chekhov at all in the first season. And I've only watched the first episode of the second season, but based on his interaction with Sulu, I'm guessing he is a permanent fixture now along with Sulu. I guess they decided to make two guys a permanent.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of the same with Love Boat. When Love Boat, they fired Hughes, and they got they were and they had the why can't I say his name? McGinley. So when they got Ace is his name. They got him and they got Judy McCoy. Then they hired on another gal who was she's like tall, well endowed, very pretty, and she became their aerobics instructor. I mean, she's very in and out. I don't even remember what else she was in at the time, but she's kind of Brooke Shields-ish looking, but like, anyway. But she's not always on there. I'm like, oh, she's there. There she is. And then she's not in the next episode. You forget about her. And then you're like, oh, hey, there she is. So it's kind of weird. Kind of weird. So I think that's probably part of the reason that the show started going downhill is because of that kind of situation. Let's see. I have heard that new track by Doc, and in fact, it came up on my Spotify again today, and I didn't listen to it because I'd already heard it. But yeah, he's got that lower octave rolling on the reg now. You listen to a lot of YT. What is YT?
YouTube.
Okay, duh. Thanks.
Wait, PJ, which episode's of Doomsday Machine? Is that from season 1? Yeah, Uhura sang a few times, especially early on. She had a couple of episodes where she was singing. I was like, what is happening here? Why is she singing on Star Trek?
The Clash bassist Paul Simon smashed his bass on stage because he was frustrated that the crowd in New York City wasn't standing. A photo is that's the cover of London Calling. Very cool. On this date. Wow. I wish I'd have known that ahead of time. I'm going to start having little things now that I can do that. Thank you, PJ. Yeah, I remember the Doomsday Machine episode. Mr. Koenig wasn't in season 1. Didn't realize it. I'm about halfway through the second season. Interesting.
Yeah, P makes a point here, but they on Uhura was in there almost all the time on season 1.
Yeah.
There was occasionally she was not back there.
Mm-hmm.
But like Pete said, I think they just made it like they were doing shifts like you normally would. Because Sulu, he'd be in some of the episodes and have a big part, and other times he just wouldn't be there at all.
Yep.
I'm not sure how they were figuring that out back then. Oh, I watched For the Love of Spock.
It's a good show.
Documentary about Leonard
I
Nimoy.
own that.
Fascinating.
I got it on Blu-ray at the dollar store.
Yeah, Leonard Nimoy is a really interesting guy. He
was even shunned from the animated series. There is a nice Koenig cameo in Picard season 3. Uhura isn't in the Doomsday Machine. She had a singing. Yeah, guys, I won't be able to make it. I have a gig down at the club. Don's trying to go the Iron Maiden route. Really? In terms of the new album, Heaven Comes Down. It's not going to happen because Iron Maiden's production still kills everyone. Yeah, to a certain extent. Who were they working with? They were working with did they work with Date or they worked with Collins? I can't remember.
Saboteur, that's interesting.
Bracket show.
I have a bracket show that's only half for smaller
certain subject.
That's interesting. I never thought about
play consoles. Yeah.
All right, we got to think about that one, Saboteur. That's a great idea.
Okay, so thank you, JW, because Jeff, this is why YouTube didn't come to me when Miss So wrote her note, because I was like, oh, she listens to YNT. So it's so funny that JW threw this in here. Summertime Girls, great song. Down for the Count was the album. Even though the painting was a little cheesy, it was good. I liked it. No, I like that record. That was the last album with Leonard Hayes, though, because he was not marketable. Geffen didn't like that, so they dropped him. And then I was just talking about it with somebody. I was just talking to my friend Marty about it, because we have my 40th anniversary. Here you go. 40th class reunion. I showed this on the show earlier. There you go. I designed the t-shirt.
Cool.
So lots of retro stuff. So I was just talking to Marty about it. And I said, then they got rid of Leonard Hayes and they hired Jimmy DeGrasso, because Jimmy DeGrasso looked like John Bon Jovi. And then he goes, oh yeah. He says, I knew a girl that was dating him. People are upset that Khan mentions never forgetting a face in regards to Chekhov. Chekhov wasn't in the original Trek episode. Oh, that's perfect. I love that. I never forget a face.
I have never heard of Dolly Parton's rock.
Yeah, it's a new rock album. She's got all kinds of other musicians in on it. I heard one of the tracks. It's okay. I want to say it was Rob Halford was on it with her. It's kind of weird.
Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Space for years. Those women. Yeah. If I was in space for years, those women uniforms, dear Lord. Wow. Yeah, those were some short skirts. Jeannie never wears no slit skirts. Who did that? Who sang that? Season 2, episode 6. I just checked it. Okay. All right. Yep. What's up, Mike? Papa Pete, Anne Murray, overhyped, or national treasure.
Is Anne Murray... Wait, how old's Anne Murray?
Oh, God. She's got to be 70.
Okay. Then I think it's her. I remember her talking once, saying that Elvis came up to her and said that he really enjoyed her singing, her music. Okay. And she responded with something basically like, I guess in a nice way, that I never really cared for yours.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, come on.
Damn.
He pays you a compliment and you come back with that? Oh.
That's a dick move right there.
Especially since he's Elvis and she's Anne Murray.
And you do understand that you're Anne Murray.
It'd be more impressive if you were Murray Slaughter, but
Strange New Worlds, yes, has a musical episode where Uhura saves the day with her singing. Heck, 98% of the episodes deal with her singing.
Wait, Uhura's in what?
I know. I didn't know she was in that.
She's in that as a regular?
I mean, how do they do that? I mean, is it just another actress playing her? I didn't realize until I watched all of Star Trek how efficient miniskirts were when it came to female space uniforms. I concur.
Now,
Spring Hill, Nova Scotia.
I don't even know if you call them mini skirts because there were pants under them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which you'd have to have because
they were sports. They were mini sports. So that's one of your favorite autograph photos of her. You'll have to show us that sometime. Come on the show with us and show us the picture of Bilbo Baggins, Leonard Nimoy music.
She wrote, "Dear Papa Pete, I hate Elvis."
Elvis sucks.
Michelle Nichols is going to quit Star Trek, and Dr. Martin Luther King convinced her to stay because of her social impact on television. How about that?
Oh, far out. She was awesome. What is this? Let's have a Vikings 2 bracket show on the 4 good things from Rise of Skywalker.
I think it was just so funny in that episode where I mentioned this last week. I think where Uhura said, "Captain, it seems to be Morse code," and she starts deciphering it, and he's like, "Yeah, we know." He just cut her down. Jeez.
Oh, wow.
I like how sometimes he was just a complete jerk. Like he asked McCoy a question, and McCoy was kind of answering in a roundabout question. He's like, "Bones, I'm in a hurry." Like, jeez. Just calm down, Kirk.
I'm a captain, not your nanny. Yeah, Pete Townsend. Very good. Thank you,
I think
PJ.
season 1 had one of those where Bones actually said, "I'm a doctor," not something else. I think that was like his first time saying it.
Let's try this out.
Anne Murray would pretty much be in her 80s by now.
I thought 80s at first, but
yeah, she's still hanging around. That's good.
Yeah. Now I got to know because I don't know. I'm thinking,
If there's only a way to find out how old she was.
I know there'd be a thing like they'd call it Google or something.
Anne Murray was a rebel.
Anne Murray. Meow, 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 meow. 78. See, I was right.
Pete is incoming.
Everybody get ready.
Hey, Retro Bro, what's going on?
Keep all arms and legs inside the ride at all times.
Anne Murray is 70. How about that?
78.
Good for Anne Murray.
I wish they all could be Nova Scotia girls. That's great, JW. That's great. Let's do a cover of that. Let's do California girls, but they're Nova Scotia girls. That works so beautifully. Dave Loggins can't be a one-hit wonder. He had that smash duet with Anne Murray. Nobody loves me like you do. That lit up soft rock and country charts in 83 and 84. I hadn't hit the radio yet. Anne Murray was a rebel. Yeah, but who else shut down Elvis? We just mentioned her a few minutes ago. Dolly Parton. Graphic God's here.
Graphic God, what's going on?
Who doesn't love Nova Scotia girls? Right, Pete? I said, right, Pete?
Right.
No, right. Hello, my name is
There it
Pete.
is.
I'm
Okay.
here on behalf of all the Nova Scotia girls.
I have to show this to JWD at the very end. There you go. That looks like bubbles, for Pete's sakes.
What is this? Bang one, kill one, marry one, Dolly Parton, Anne Murray, Pat Benatar. Oh man. Okay, so kill one. Well, I think we're all stepping on the Anne Murray on that one.
Do you want me to show us? There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at that.
You wonder who it is, like Anne Murray.
Does everybody know who all those people are?
That's just it. It's like when I saw that picture, I thought that's Anne Murray for this. She was pretty big at the time.
Can everybody know who all those are?
I know the ones on the side.
Okay, go ahead.
We got Lennon and Mickey Dolenz.
Yeah. Who's next to Dolenz? Yep, there you go. Graphic God.
Graphic God's got it for sure. Of course,
Alex
Graphics
Cooper.
God's from Nova Scotia.
Then
Graphic
who's on the shoulder?
Yeah, that's the
Lance
tough
said
one. I
Harry
think, for most
Nilsson.
people. There you
What'd
go.
you say?
Lance said Harry
Lance,
Nilsson.
Harry
Yeah.
Nilsson, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the interesting thing about Harry Nilsson? As far as all of the, because
He was very hairy. Look at that. A beard, mustache, long hair.
yeah. I love that. Gene Simmons.
Alice Cooper almost has a Mr.
very good,
Bean
Gene.
thing going on there.
What's that?
Alice Cooper almost has like a Mr. Bean smile going on
He
there.
does. He does. Yeah. Vincent Fernier, Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper lives in Graphic God's old subdivision.
Well, get out of here. Harry Nilsson was a tough one. Yeah, he covered Badfinger. Yes, absolutely. His version next to Mariah Carey, I'm sure. I don't know who had better chart numbers with it, but yeah, Nilsson did Without You, which was written by Ham. I think it was written by Ham and done by Badfinger originally, but then he covered it and had a huge #1 hit with it. But yeah, Harry Nilsson, two things about Harry Nilsson. Well, he had the song from Midnight Cowboy, right? Everybody's talking at you. But also he had the animated show, The Point.
The Point, yeah.
The animated movie for which he wrote all the songs, including Me and My Arrow. But also the, I guess, apartment hotel building where Mama Cass died. He owned it at the time when Keith Moon came to stay there, and he was like, wanted to stay in the room where she died, and he was like, no, I don't want you to stay in there. And he did.
Oh wow.
And died in the room. He overdosed in that room while he was staying there. But Harry Nilsson owned the building at that time.
You know, it's funny. If this was taken today, people would say this is a bad Photoshop job because you got John Lennon's in the background in the shadows.
Yeah.
Mickey Dolenz looks like you could just have placed him there.
Right.
There's no shadow at all between his shirt and her arm. Alice Cooper, you could have just put anybody right there.
Yep.
And then Harry Nilsson's head does not look like it is on a body.
Just a face.
No.
Yeah. Pete, do you know what's this from anyway? Why?
I really don't know. I've seen other pictures of the same party per se.
Do we know what that button says that's on Mickey's chest there?
I can't tell, even from the original here.
Pete, you should send this back to her and ask her, hey, where was this taken? And then could you send it back to me?
She's like, I'm 78 and I don't care about you.
I'm just trying to think where Anne Murray, John Lennon, Harry Nilsson, Alice Cooper, and Mickey Dolenz were all together.
So Chilliwack covered Baby Blue? I'm covering that song this Saturday. I'm going to be playing it. Is this love or is this dyslexia? You know, that's funny because they were just talking about dyslexia on the Love Boat that I was watching.
All right, Lance just sent this. Alice Cooper and Gene Stapleton.
Oh my God.
I've seen that before too, yeah.
God, I love these pictures of celebrities that you wouldn't expect to ever even be in the same building together. It's so funny.
Right. Welcome to like Studio 54, right? Wow. Nilsson had the Lost Weekend with John Lennon.
And everybody knows Lime in the Coconut.
Yes.
Lime in the Coconut.
Put them all together.
There was a movie kind of recently that had Jump Into the Fire was on it.
Okay.
It was on the soundtrack. That's a great song, but it's very you could like put that, like when they did, what was it? What was the movie Manhunter, where they used In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida?
In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, baby.
Jimmy Buffett covered that song by Nilsson. Interesting. One of the greatest album titles, Nilsson Schmilsson.
Nilsson Schmilsson. There's a good, and it's been years since I've seen it. I could watch it again and probably learn it all over again. But a good documentary on Harry Nilsson as well.
There is.
One of the I watched it on one of the streaming networks anyway. It was really interesting.
It's called Who is Harry Nilsson, right?
Who is Harry Nilsson? There you go. That's exactly what it was. And the thing is that somebody that you go and you watch through, and he was always there in the 70s, 60s, and 70s, and with all the right people, and then his music, and you know what he's done, but you have no idea who he is. And that's the name of the movie, right?
Yeah,
because he just sort of flew under the radar.
Yeah, and you can see from that photo, he's just kind of the every guy kind of look. Nothing actually, super dynamic.
Yeah, I actually met his son at up at a concert.
Wow,
Kifo Nilsson, and
wow,
his son and Glenn Campbell's two sons and daughter, the Ashley Campbell.
Yeah,
she's really talented. We were after a concert at the casino, and we went to the bar, and it was very, very quiet there, and they just came in, and we ended up talking to them for about 2 hours. So it was pretty cool.
Wow, man,
interesting people.
Wish we'd go back in time and I'd be there with you. That
interesting people.
Jeff, I needed you to see this. Ultraman Kaiju.
Ultraman Kaiju. Interesting. All right.
Hey, Luke.
You write that down.
Level 2 was super hard. Rest of the game, easy.
Well, guys, I just want to show you the picture, and I'm going to
thank you. I mean, that's one hell of a picture, dude.
It's so cool to see, like, okay, Anne Murray talking about, well, who's Anne Murray? Everybody kind of knows Anne Murray, but she was pretty big from little old Nova Scotia. So,
oh yeah,
back in her day, really right up through. So,
yeah, she was like huge in my childhood because my parents listened to her a lot, and she was all over the radio.
Yes, yeah.
What was the one? Da, 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 da. What is that song? All Alone. What is it? It's
I don't really know much of her music, to be quite honest. But Snowbird and stuff like that. And I know she had somebody said earlier in the chat about one of her duets with somebody who was so big.
Yeah,
I remember that vaguely. And
Pete, you're an Anne Murray poser.
I'm an Anne Murray poser. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a really cool. Just it's one of those, it gets in your head and it's like, da 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 da.
Oh man, she's been out of the limelight for decades now.
Oh yeah,
I mean, she was huge in the 70s, and
no way. Miss So says my mom is a dead ringer for Judith Light, but she never sees a resemblance. Judith Light's beautiful. Wow.
Ralph needs in, so I will go and see everybody later.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, send me a copy of that picture. I
will.
I want to find out more about it and chat about it on my show.
I will. I'll send you. I could send you the original or the autograph, scan of the autograph. So I'll send them to you.
Wonderful.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
See you, Pete. Who's the boss at a producer named Budweiser? I could have swore Budweiser was also on behind the scenes of Hazel.
Oh wow, cool. I loved Hazel. That was a great show.
She was so nosy.
Her and John Denver were unlikely 70s legends. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I like
Miss So you do realize we're gonna have to see a picture of your mother. And with Aaron Carpenter. Ooh, I mean, in a fight, Anne Murray. She's from Nova frickin' Scotia, first of all. Secondly, I mean, early days Karen, or are we talking about anorexic Karen?
It's a difference.
Because she was a drummer. That would have been a heck of a scrap.
The Papa Pete poppin'. The Papa Pete poppin'.
I feel like it should be like a breakfast tart or something, you know. Papa Pete, pop in.
Yeah, John Denver was just huge.
Absolutely huge. I mean, that's crazy. He was like, I said it earlier. He's like Phil Collins in the 80s, just everywhere.
I like the live version of Thank God I'm a Country Boy better than the studio version.
I could understand that. I could see
I like
that.
because I like the hearing the crowd, and then at some point his voice cracks. And I kind of like that because it's not perfect.
Yep. You know, I was
John
listening
Denver
to
versus
something
Paul
today.
Williams. I just saw Paul Williams on an old clip of Johnny Carson.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize he was in Planet of the Apes.
Yes, as Zaius.
He came over. I didn't realize that was him. He came over to Carson's studio in costume because he ran out of time, and he did the whole interview as a Planet of the Ape character. It was hilarious.
Yes, Dr. Zaius.
Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius.
Oh, dude. Oh, we need to make that mix. That would be great. Well, you know who's going to win here? Paul Williams is going to punch him right in the balls because he's not that tall.
And that's after he stands on a box and jumps. You ever see that Paul Williams documentary?
Yes, that was great.
I had no idea all these people that were such. I mean, like Paul Williams is like the greatest thing to them.
Well, exactly. I mean, Paul Williams, though, he was all over the place. Wrote the lyrics for Love Boat, but long before that, he wrote hits that were covered by Three Dog Night, and
extremely talented and popular.
And Sean Cassidy sang For the Hell of It, which was in the episode with Lauren Green, where Lauren Green played a vampire. Or was he?
Oh, wait, Lance said he sent that clip. Is that where I saw it, Lance?
Yeah, Lance sent the clip.
All right.
Yep. Because that was just killer. I was like, what?
Yeah, Smoking the Bandit. He was great in that.
Oh, man, yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't that documentary called I'm Still Alive?
I think you're right. I think it was something like that. Yeah.
He wrote a bunch of big hits in
the
70s.
Yeah, he wrote We've Only Just Begun, which was on my wedding video. Yeah. Also another great documentary for classic musicians is the one that they did with Glenn Campbell.
Yes, that was good too.
That was, and then he had that new track, which was good, a Ghost something. I can't remember the name of it. I think it was the title track to the album. Yeah, We've Only Just Begun. I mean, just songs that they stick with you. I mean, that's, and he wrote all the music and stuff for Phantom of the Paradise, the first Brian De Palma film. And he starred in it as well. The Osmonds versus the Bay City Rollers. I don't know, man. There's a lot of Osmonds, but the Bay City Rollers are from Scotland. They're a scrapping bit.
And think about them every Saturday night too.
You mean every Saturday night?
Saturday night.
Jerry Reed versus Paul Williams. Well, we know Jerry Reed and those long legs. One quick, swift kick, and frickin' Paul Williams is in the next county. Saboteur. Bay City Rollers, duh.
So their song Saturday Night, if I remember right, they recorded it and it did nothing. I think they put it out again, it did nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was finally a third time where it became a hit. It's really weird. There was another song like that too. Take On Me, I think was out. It had a video out.
Yep.
Completely tanked. And for whatever reason, they decided to make another video, which had to be really expensive with all that drawing. And
yeah,
I don't know why they redid it, but glad they did.
Yeah,
So
me
have
too.
Great videos.
And then they got presented with the video of the year by Van Halen with Sammy Hagar. Jerry Reed has Fred the dog on his side. That's my dog, Fred. I have like 14 favorite Aha songs. What?
I know one of them.
I do know one of them. Well, maybe that's not one of his 14.
That would be hilarious. That's the only song he doesn't like from them.
That's it. They have 15 songs. I like 14 of them.
I know they were popular in Europe, but other than Take On Me, I don't think they were popular here at all.
No, they were what the States would call a one-hit wonder. Although, wait a minute, didn't they have? Yeah, Aha. They did. Didn't they do a James Bond song?
I don't know.
I thought they had one of the themes was
Salvatore. They have other songs? Exactly.
Yeah, see? They did. It was one of the Living Daylights. Didn't they do Living Daylights?
Oh, there you go.
With
JW
Timothy Dalton. The sun always shines on TV. Always shines on TV. And that James Bond song was very popular in the States. Nobody's backing me up on that one, though. Living Daylights is the right one, I think, though. I really liked the Duran Duran one, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. View to account. Thank you, PJ. It's like, what? It's like, that's one thing I love about all you guys. We are like on one solid page here. It's like one person thinks of something and boop, yep, nope. Oh, man.
I like the Paul McCartney Bond.
Wait a minute, what?
The Paul McCartney.
Oh, God. Yeah, that remains.
Live and Let Die.
Yeah. Hunting High and Low. Yeah, okay. I think I know that. Although when I hear Hunting High and Low, I think of Stradivarius, which that's a great song if you guys haven't heard Stradivarius.
Maybe I would love Aha if I listened to other songs. I've never have.
I mean, yeah, I might do a deep dive into it. You know what? I'm gonna write me a note. Thank you. We're gonna have that on our show.
I'll tell you what band I love that I think is Possum Dixon.
There you go.
They had I don't know, a couple of hits, but I went and was listening to them. I was like, oh my God, they had like 10 songs or more that I just really loved. I couldn't believe it.
You gotta love that. You gotta love that. Do you cover All the Way to Memphis? Not yet, but that is on my list. Without the sax solo. Oh my God. Beware the Aha deep dive. Any love for the Chris Cornell Bond song? Sure, absolutely. The one that I don't have any love for is, and she's a local gal, is Sheryl Crow. That was horrid. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I'm not sorry. It was horrid. But, I mean, if I came on here and tried to do all my shows and sing off key, then you guys would say that was horrid too. And that would be true.
Beware the Aha deep dive.
I know, right? It's going to happen, though. I'm going to do it. Starting tonight, I'm going to do it. My favorite Duran Duran song is their White Lines cover. White Lines. Who did they cover? Who did the song White Lines? Oh, yeah. Best sax solo. One of them. Definitely Baker Street. I remember I was working on my food service job near where you live now, Jeff. And it was And then I heard that the saxophonist had died. And he goes, unfortunately, we can't play that on the station, Hewlett said. Like, what are you talking about? You can't play the original Baker Street on Keishi? I'm like, that's a bunch of crap.
Why not?
I don't know. Garbage do the Living Daylights theme? No. I don't think Garbage has ever did. If Garbage ever did one, it was Daniel Craig. I'm not so sure Garbage was doing much during Garbage. I think was still Fire Town at that time. I don't even think they joined forces with their singer yet when Living Daylights came out. Yeah, Angry Centipede's there.
Hey, Angry Centipede. He's staying for real estate.
Yeah, Cheryl's grabbing pizza. Oh, okay. Can you get me some too, please?
That's from Pete. Anne Murray on.
On the Muppets.
Muppets.
I want to know what the name of that stupid song is. Doggone it! I'm gonna go back to the Anne Murray page and I'm gonna find out what that song is. Like We're All Alone. We're all alone.
You know what'd be great about this bracket show is it's very simple.
Yeah, we should do an Anne Murray bracket show.
There is only so many Bond films to choose from. How many Bond films are there?
A lot. There are 30. Okay, now I gotta look that up.
If there's not, that could always be one of our short ones.
I own them all. I know that. Bond films. A list of Bond films. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 26, because they don't have Never Say Never Again on this list.
Pete, would that be Duran Duran? Or would that be Live and Let Die? I can't imagine any other Bond song besides those two.
What was the question?
The only Bond's theme song hit number 1 on the charts.
I don't know. What about Carly Simon, Spy Who Loved Me. I would assume that one hit number 1. Does Galaxy Quest count as a Star Trek film? Good call. Tommy Tallarico made a Bond theme for one of the games based on the movies. Really? Oh, it's not only a good song, Big Black, it's a great song. Unnecessarily covered by Guns N' Roses. Do the song Double Dutch Bus, but rock it up a little bit. Okay. I'll have to listen to that. Oh, there you go. Garbage did World Is Not Enough. That's what I thought. It would have to be somebody newer than Timothy. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Pete, I figured it was a view to a kill because I know Duran Duran is Mama C's favorite band, or at least one of them.
Yeah, Duran Duran is definitely a view to a kill.
Aren't they touring right now?
They could be. They could. What is this? Then again, Anne Murray was never played by Bruce Campbell either. Okay, so Anne Murray must be better than Elvis. He wasn't on the Muppets.
Unfortunately, he never made it to the Muppets.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Wait, when did the Muppets start? Because he died in 1977. They weren't around yet, were they? The actual Muppet Show? Wasn't it like...
Well, and he died in 1979, right?
No, 1977.
77. Oh, yeah, 1977.
The original Muppet movie came out in 1979, right? So I guess the Muppet Show was out before that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was still alive then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Madonna did the song for Die Another Day, which was a bad film.
Duran Duran are touring, and yes, that's why.
That's why I know that.
I figured.
We didn't get Cat Fighter, but Party Animal just came out on Switch and Steam. It has dogs, cats, and bunnies.
Huh. I don't know that game.
What about, hey, I have to ask you about this game. So I was hanging out 87. There you go. I'd already been fired from the radio. So while we were hanging out at the class reunion, I got to talking with actually the wife of one of my oldest friends from my hometown. And she's a gamer, and she's been playing Stray on the Xbox.
Isn't that where you play a cat?
Is that what that is?
I think you play a stray cat. Not the stray cats, but a stray cat.
But a stray cat. Do they strut?
I don't know.
But do they rock the town? So it sounded like fun. She was like, I really love the game. It's really cool. So the new Mr. Dress Up movie is on Amazon Prime on October 25th. It won a bunch of awards at TIFF, the Toronto International Film Festival. Make sure that you see it in all its tickle trunk glory. I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. I don't know how people do not see the similarities between Live and Let Die and Zepp's theme from Saw. Not only do they sound similar, the title fits the Saw mentality. What was that, Joe?
Someone I follow on Instagram, he's involved in the movie, the Tickle Trunk movie.
Oh my God.
And he's been posting it all this time about it. Yeah, he was.
Oh, good. Thanks, Miss So. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I gotta.
Miss So, do you know, is that on Game Pass for Xbox?
She made it. I think it might be. That's the way she made it sound when I was talking to her this weekend. Tom Jones, Thunderball, 1965. It's a great song. Thunderball. Yeah, he's just, man, I love Tom Jones.
Well, there you go. Muppet Show started in 76, so Elvis could have been on there.
So John Denver is better than Elvis, too. Damn. Lulu, the man with the golden gun. Yeah, very good. I actually have. See, and that's earlier than I thought it would have been. I was thinking it was more like 76. But I was incorrect. That is when the Muppet Show started. Speaking of Canadian things like Mr. Dress Up, I took Canadian delicacies. I drove to Washington and took him Ruffles, all dressed, ketchup, Lay's, Coffee Crisp, real Smarties, and more. Drove to Washington. Carly Simon, nobody does it better. There you go. I listened to that soundtrack a lot when I was a kid. I have it on vinyl.
Party Animals and a Smash Brothers clone.
Looks like Gang Beasts. Oh, hey, it's still on sale. What does anybody think? Do I remember it getting bad reviews? The Nickelodeon smash up thing, the
fighter or the
yeah,
racer?
The fighter.
I don't know anything about the fighter. I know the racer. That was on sale for what, $6? I don't know if it still is. The second one was.
Okay.
If I remember right, the first racer, Nickelodeon racer, was not good, but the second one was pretty good.
Okay.
And
Well, this one is the fighting one. I just was wondering, was that any good? Because it's still on sale. I think it's on sale until October 1st or something like that. I don't. Maybe I'll turn this on again and see what it said. Gladys Knight, License to Kill. Okay, so it was Gladys Knight and Aha did the theme songs for Timothy Dalton movies. Okay, so here I am again still. Okay, so back.
Oh, we're talking about Raindrop Sprinters. I got it right there in the background, top left. I forgot about that.
Yeah, look at that.
That's a fun game.
Let me see back. No, I don't want to close the eShop. Oh, whatever. Okay. So let me see if it Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. They're going to have Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 remastered for the Switch.
Yeah, that's interesting because I've never played those.
February 14th. You can rediscover her original globe-trotting adventures, now remastered for the Nintendo Switch system. Yeah, I played a good bunch of it. I really enjoyed it. There you go. Legendary Raider returns.
Oh,
look at that. Wow, that looks cool.
I haven't played my Playdate in a while. I got to get back into it. I haven't made any videos for it because the app I use to make videos, it's just gotten worse and worse. I can't even get through a whole video without it freezing up. So until they fix that, I can't really do anything. Yeah, there's still stuff coming out for it all the time.
Yeah, we have.
Eep's been playing F-Zero 99. Have you tried that, Stuart? F-Zero 99?
No, but I love F-Zero.
Yeah, download it. It's based off of the first one, the Super Nintendo one.
Wow.
But it has 99 racers in it. And you're one of them.
What about Luftballons?
No.
Damn. Well, that sounds awesome. I love F-Zero.
Yeah, it's just you play that, you try to get. It's like all the other 99 games. You try to get to first place, and then you just keep playing it over and over. You have all kind of stats. You build up your experience, stuff like that. I am unbelievably terrible at it. I mean, it's awful. I'm always around last place all the time. And I was watching this guy play. He's got a big channel. Him and I don't know if it's his wife, girlfriend, or what, but sister, who knows? Nintendo Land or something. It's got a 10 in it for Nintendo.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of the channel, but it's a big channel. And he was playing it for the first time, and he started off. He did okay. And then within about 20 minutes, he had gotten first place. I'm like, son of a gun. I can't even crack the top 50. I'm so terrible at the game.
That's like freaking Casey kicking our asses on the freaking.
I need to play F-Zero 99 some more, though, see if I can get better. I'm doing something wrong.
So is it on? Wait a minute. Is it on the Switch, or what are you playing in it?
F-Zero?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's free. It's just go to the store. You'll see F-Zero 99. It's part of the Nintendo Switch Online. If you have that, it's free. If you don't have it, you can't play it.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have it, though, right? Yeah, you can download it for free.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting the Yars recharged. I scored higher now. I'm in the 60s. I think 65 was my best, so I still haven't beaten yours.
Yeah, I haven't heard much on Polymega either. Last I heard, they're coming out with an app, I think, that you could use instead of their hardware. I didn't understand that move. It's kind of weird. No, I remember you can spin in it. I tried it, but I don't know why I'm so bad. I'm not that bad at racing games in general, but man, this one is rough for me.
The thing I always have trouble with, again, it's because I'm too well, it's the thing like we were saying about Yars Recharged. We get too aggressive. We're too,
Yars Recharged is it's all about patience. Angry Centipede, his Game Boy died right in front of him today. Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
On a Go Game Go day, it dies.
Oh boy.
That's not good.
Go Game dead.
Go Game.
And gone. Television Auto Racing 99. Oh my god. I can't even take it with one race car on this. Oh, auto racing.
Oh man. All right, so I'm going to look for F-Zero. All right, so here we go.
Oh, just his batteries died, not his Game Boy.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad then.
That's okie dokie. We're smiling again now.
Yeah. Eep said Game Boy gone. Yep.
All right, F-099. Here we go. Free download.
Yes, Pete, I did like X Rally. Finally, a racing game on television I liked.
It's about time. Continue shopping, please.
JW, is Haunted House a recharge game, or are they just redoing it? But it comes out on October 12th. That should be interesting.
Why don't I? Well, now wait a minute. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. It still had the Nintendo 64 out here for me, and I'm like, "Are you serious?" Because I'm sure I've already downloaded that. And then it's a download. Hey, do get out there, those guys, and check out if you got a Switch. Check it out, and check the preview out if you have any interest in that Tomb Raider, because they've really updated it. It's it's not a flimsy looking game like it. Well, I mean, in comparison, like it used to. They have some really cool scenes where they're showing the original game, and then they'll swath across with what there looks like now. And it's really got a really cool makeover. I like it. Me likey. Yeah, I loved those games. Jeff, I'm excited for you to try those out, see what you think.
Yeah, never played a single one of them.
That's wild.
Although, I did play a little bit of one of the newer ones on the PS4, I think. One of them came out. Mm-hmm. I didn't play much of it. I don't know why I stopped, but I really liked it. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Hello. I have a friend request. How do I... Oh, yeah.
Food Fight 3D comes out in December, but it looks like a Splatoon clone. Not exactly what interesting. What's that come out? Is that out on everything, JWD? Or is that a VCS only thing?
What? Oh, why not? Okay. Friend list. Add a friend. Friend request.
Everything. Oh, cool. Food Fight 3D.
Do you ever make friends on your Switch with people you don't know, but you've played alongside them before?
No, not really. I think I have. There are some people I don't know, but I think I grabbed them from like Splatoon 3.
Okay.
Because I thought they were really good players, and they seemed pretty decent.
Yeah.
I've done that, but I don't have a mic or anything, so I can't really talk with anybody.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true.
I'm not sure I would want to unless I knew the person anyway.
Food Fight 3D.
Yeah, the new Haunted House game looks pretty cool. Atari is knocking some stuff out lately.
You gotta love that. Okay. Wonder how JD's doing today.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to close that software because that way I can download my F-099. Oh, and I got, I also picked up Rigid Force Redux.
Oh, cool. I grabbed that when it was like half price.
Yeah, that's what this was.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful game.
Yeah. It's really good.
I got my ass kicked, but so far. But and then I was playing a little bit of pinball last night before I went to bed. I went to bed too late last night.
I think I might play some F-099 tonight. I gotta get better at that.
Which one?
F-099.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Can we play together?
I don't know. I haven't even noticed. I mean, it's all online, of course.
Right. So
I don't know if you can specify what friends you want in there. I'll have to look.
I got to figure out something to
So wow, we're almost done here.
I know, that's why I was just like, wow.
So next week, movie night, we're doing Star Trek movies. If you don't like Star Trek, show up. You can make fun of them. You can pretend it's Star Wars and ask Star Wars questions. Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll just be goofing off.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I got stuff on here. I've got to archive, I guess, to allow it to come in.
Yeah, I had to do that the other day. I have archived quite a bit of stuff. I got too much crap on there.
Yeah. Save data cloud. Is that what you do? Is that what it is?
Just go into, you can just hit like quick archive, and it basically just erases the game from your system, but it keeps the icon on there.
Yeah, and
it keeps the save files.
So, okay, yeah. Oh, I guess so. Manage software. There. Shite. Back it up. Slow down. Archive. There you go. Because I can't. Okay. Because it's not downloading.
I have found out if you turn off your system, it'll download much faster.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's like put it to sleep.
Oh.
And also quit out of any other game you're playing. That makes it go faster too.
I was like, because I did quit. I quit out at Yars Recharged, but I don't know. The Super Cyborg was pretty cool. Have you checked it out at all?
Mm.
I'm telling you, I think you'd like it. Super Cyborg.
Is that on sale right now?
It was when I bought it. Let me see before we go. Look at this. James Bond, played by Sean Connery, David Niven, George Lazenby, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan, and Daniel Craig. Ooh. You know, if you play F-Zero tonight. Ooh, Casey's wanting to know if we're going to play tonight. Star Wars, Ahsoka is going Star Trek 4 on us. They incorporating whales. Yeah, I won't touch that show. Also, let's see. What was I going to comment on? What controller do y'all recommend to play the recharge game? I use my Pro.
I use a Pro controller for almost everything.
Yeah. And then Christine found this inexpensive controller. I've been using it lately just to use it because I don't want it to just sit here and do nothing.
There's a few games. I don't know why, but I like playing it with the split Joy-Cons.
I'm telling you, man.
I don't know why, but some games just feel better that way. But for the most part, I use the Pro controller.
Yeah, I use Pro controller for almost everything, but I suck at Refor with the frickin' Pro controller. I got no skills whatsoever. I'm in like, just come and kill me. Just eat me. I'm dead.
Gen X Grown Up says the Atari Gamestation controller works on PC and other systems.
Wow.
Ooh, that is interesting. Yeah, go check out John's video. It's really, really interesting.
Let's see here. Super.
I'll tell you what I love the Joy-Cons for are especially like maze type games. Because on the stick, turning the corner on a maze kind of game maybe isn't always the best. Or not even a maze game, but just any game where you're just going left and right or up and down, because you use the buttons on the left Joy-Con instead of the stick, and the buttons are even better than a D-pad for that stuff when you want precise left, right, up, down movement, because it literally just has the buttons for it, so you can't mess up and accidentally push up left or up right. It works perfectly every time.
Now, okay, so I'm going to it, but it just tells me that I've already purchased it. Look at this, Jeff. Awesome Platformers bundle. It's $20 right now. I don't know if how often it goes on sale, but it's got Super Cyborg, Spirit Roots, Steampunk Tower 2, Super Cyborg, Sweet Witches, Swaps and Traps. Interesting. But I don't see just the Super Cyborg. Here it is. But it just tells me I've already purchased it. It won't tell me the price. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. Yep, see, it doesn't do it.
Kraft is recalling their American cheese singles. Apparently, the plastic wrappers are a choking hazard. These are the same plastic wrappers they've had since like the 70s. What are they talking about?
What?
And I'll tell you what, who doesn't choke on the plastic wrapping of an American cheese slice is Tug.
Uh-oh.
He has no problem with that at all.
Uh-oh. Did he get into your cheese?
Yeah. Well, he goes nuts, man. We had to give him pills.
Yeah.
And so we wrapped it in cheese. And he goes crazy over that stuff. And then he wants the wrapper afterwards.
Well, yeah, right. Like, I mean, we talk about cheese paper, right? When you get like a cheeseburger at Dairy Queen, or we get a toasted ham and cheese sandwich from my favorite place, La Gondola, back home.
La Gondola.
And you open it up, it's got melty cheese on the paper or on the foil, and you're like,
I have not seen this diagram, JWD, but I heard about it.
Switch twos.
6-button Genesis controller. Angry Centipede. I have a Saturn controller that works with Switch and PC. That thing is awesome. How do you tell the plastic wrappers from the plastic?
The plastic cheese.
Pete, it's delicious.
Isn't that just like a super thin piece of cheese around it?
Yep.
Wait, you're not supposed to eat the plastic wrapper.
Just out of curiosity, has anyone checked out the new Mortal Kombat game? I have not. That's not one I get on the Switch, because I'm sure my guess is it probably plays terribly on the Switch. And probably looks awful. If that was a Game Pass game, I'd be all over it.
How's the pizza, Miss So?
Oh yeah, she's picking up pizza.
Yeah.
Tug poops plastic wrapper bubbles. Yeah. That's not all he poops.
Oh, Pete's on it. They say the controller for Saturn that was used for the Nights into Dreams is the only other controller with liquids and magnets in it.
That does? Interesting.
Do you see the new Atari Warriors joystick?
I have. That's an odd game to have a joystick for, but a lot of people clamoring to play Atari Warriors with a joystick.
I've been dying for this.
I mean, it looks cool.
Oh.
Well,
Miss
the
So gave
soccer
us
team is getting ready to clinch a playoff berth tonight.
hot dog. Kurt, I'm getting ready to play on Saturday afternoon if you want to come down. We're going to be at Doherty Ferry Road, east of 270 at St. Gerard Magella's Fall Festival. We played there last year, and now we're back. So we're going to play from noon to 2:30, something like that. So if you want to come out, check it out, have a beer. All I know is I got done with it last year, and I was like, I got to go get a beer. So I went over and asked the guys for a beer. And I said, can I have a beer, please? And he goes, do you want 2 beers? I go, no, just one. It's fine. Do you want 2 beers? I'm like, I just need the one. And he goes, 2 beers? I'm like, 2 beers would be great. Thank you. They were gone in no time.
What do they do with a dead chemist? They bury
them. I have to tell that to my teacher at school.
Well
I'm going to be teaching science tomorrow. I'll use that one.
JW, I struggle with those Atari games. Those 3 Atari games. Well, get that joystick. You're going to love it.
That'll solve all your problems.
Regular gas is $6.29.
Get out of here. And it takes 2 hours to get there.
Oh my God. It was like in the mid 3s here and I was complaining. Oh,
I know, right? I paid $3.36 yesterday at Sam's. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that out loud to Lance. That he probably hates my guts now. Just keep going back up. Go.
Yeah, it was so long ago. I got to go way back here. All right, go game.
Miss So, I still want to know. I guess you got pepperoni pizza? What kind of pizza did you get? I'm dying to know. Pizza is my favorite food. I got to know. I'm working Saturday, but let me know the next time you're playing. Okay. Oh, and I'm so sorry, Jeff. I'm sorry. I'm doing it again. I did this last week. YouTube.com.
Gas is under $2. Are you talking about per liter? 8?
There you go, guys. Sorry about that.
There you go. Hammerway 2693.
There you go. That'll take you right there. Although I copied a link and sent it to a friend and it didn't work. He's like, this doesn't work. And I tried it and I'm like, no, it doesn't. But then I checked the link that I sent to another friend and that one worked. So I sent that one to him. Cheese, mushroom, tomatoes, and peppers. Nice. I like it.
So next week, movie night, Star Trek tomorrow.
Puzzle Bobble.
Puzzle Bobble, every bubble.
Every bubble. Say that 10 times fast.
Puzzle Bobble.
Puzzle Bobble, every bubble.
Puzzle Bobble. Puzzle Bobble.
Let's not talk about units. Let's just pretend I am getting a good deal.
You're not pulling that Canadian stuff over me here.
That Canadian BS. Cut that Canadian stuff out.
That link is broke. I think if you just type in YouTube, Hammerway.
Really? That link is broke? Okay.
How did you get a personalized URL already? I thought you had to have 100.
I don't know. They like me.
Wow, that's weird.
Maybe it's because of here. I don't know.
I would just type in Hammerway 2693. It should pop up.
Yep, it will. It will definitely take you right there if you just get into YouTube and do that.
Pizza's put an @ sign in front of the channel name on your link. Maybe.
Thank you, Pete. That's right. You're absolutely right,
Mr. YouTube. He knows what's going on.
He do.
Yes, Angry Centipede. Show up tomorrow. Bubble Bobble. Not Bubble Bobble. Puzzle Bobble.
Bubble Bobble.
Puzzle Bobble. I'll be playing that. That's it's got a lot of modes. It even has an online mode. I tried that. Surprisingly, people were playing. I played 2 Japanese guys. They beat me in 15 seconds.
Oh.
You know how you have to shoot the balls up like this?
Yeah.
Well, they weren't even pausing. It was just like, and here I am. I'm looking. I'm like pushing the thing back and forth. Like, where should I go? Okay, I'll go right here. By the time I did that, he's got like 10 balls in the air, and I'm ready to die. My gosh, it was brutal. But there's a mode. There's a mode in this game. Every bubble that is Space Invaders cross Puzzle Bobble.
Wow,
which is pretty neat. So I'll be showing all that stuff tomorrow.
I just like hearing you say it.
Puzzle Bobble.
Puzzle Bobble.
Puzzle Bobble.
It just rolls off your tongue. I'd be like,
they dropped the whole Bust a Move name because it used to be Bust a Move here and Puzzle Bobble in Japan. So they just gone Puzzle Bobble all of it. It's so much more fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Bust a Move's no good.
Bust a Move is not good.
That's a song. It's not a video game.
Right.
All right. I think that does it. We're in overtime here.
Thank you for the subs, guys. If you get over there to the channel, please. Yes. I'm trying to build it fast. I've got a campaign. I'm being frickin', what's the word I want to use? Shameless, whatever. So
Bust the Move does sound like a dancing game, Pete.
I know, right? Bust the Move. Now I want to get Puzzle Bobble. If nothing else, damn you, Go Game Go.
Yeah, I've played some. I actually stopped playing because I got to a good spot where I wanted to stop for the live show. So it's fun though.
What is the chemist's favorite salad? Cesium salad. Oh my God.
And on that note.
Thanks a lot, Angry Centipede. Appreciate it.
We'll see you tomorrow, Angry Centipede. And yeah, whoever else can make it, show up. It'll be fun.
JW is a retired chemist. All right. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you soon.
We'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow. Boom.
Yep. Pew, 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 pew.